Yeah, it was on John Oliver. Well, everybody, it's that time. Time for Crappy to take us on over to the GM and the game reveal, because even though our GMs are playing, we rounded up a group of secret GMs in order to give out some pain. For round 2, we, of course, have just been going between the various possible GMs for Kusog7ande. So say hello to our dear friend, Escorian. Escorian, come chat with me. I want to talk to you about video games. Hello there.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Well, good. I know that, actually, I don't know. What was I gonna say? I know that the last game that we had here that you gave out was a lot of fun, but I can't remember what it was. What did you have? Was it?
It was Rockman and Crystal. The one you got.
Oh, that's right, the one that you gave me. I loved that game. I gotta be honest. It definitely is bad. It's very bootleggy. It hurts, but I really enjoyed playing it, and that's something that I might go back and play a little bit more. I like it.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. With that said, you've got a completely different game today, as far as I can tell. Although I say different because it's a very different genre. But isn't this the same platform?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same platform, correct.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about first-person shooters?
I honestly have played a lot. I started back in the days of Doom 2, Wolfenstein 3D, played Half-Life 2, literally all of the games in those series, except I haven't finished Half-Life Alyx. I have a lot of them on Steam, the retro boomer shooters, if you want to call them that. Yeah, I played a lot, Escorian.
Okay, how about first-person shooters on the Game Boy Advance?
I recall Medal of Honor, and that wasn't very good.
Well, you're in for a treat then. Today we have Ballistic's Ecks vs. Sever for the GBA.
See, I don't even know what to make of this box art. Like, they're so dramatic. They've got their backs to each other. It looks like some people in chat are a little bit concerned about this. Now, from what I understand, there are 2 of these games, right, with Ecks vs. Sever, and this is the second game that came out on Game Boy Advance.
Correct, this is the second one.
Well, perfect. Our players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does is the victor, and whoever doesn't gets knocked down into the loser's bracket, well, where they will have to fight to survive. Which, honestly, I don't know, maybe it's going to be fun. I like GBA games, you know?
Yeah, I do too.
I haven't played a whole lot, though. I actually, really, the first Nintendo handheld that I played a lot of was probably, what was it? 3DS. Gotta be honest. I mean, I played a little Game Boy, but that's only whenever I got my hands on a friend's Game Boy. Otherwise, it was Game Gear for me, baby. Game Gear did not have a lot of good games. I gotta be honest.
I've got some fun games lined up on the Game Gear, don't worry.
Oh, baby. Well, yeah, so what's been up? Have you been playing any fun games lately? Anything that is worthwhile that, you know, probably not Kusog7ande-esque, but still worth checking out for people?
I've been playing, like, Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those fun games.
That sounds scary. Do I have Dead by Daylight? I might.
Yeah, it's the horror game that's one killer versus 4 survivors.
Yeah, no, I've only watched people play it. It didn't really seem like it was the game for me, but that's fine. You know, that's how life goes. Not every game is for everybody. But
I was nice to these competitors, by the way. I started them on the easier side.
Oh, that's right. We're going to be playing as which character? Sever?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just currently waiting for Flannel Cat, by the way, to go live.
Okay.
And once she does, then I will be able to get that captured and get it all set up. You know, Sever is pronounced like 7. What?
Yeah.
What? Do I just say 7 then? Because I thought Sever was pronounced like Sever. But if it's 7, that's very different.
I'd just go with Sever, just if not to annoy those people. Shrambles is making jokes, apparently.
Okay. Come on. Random music. Can you start playing? There we go. We're at the Daily Planet now. This is 3 minutes long. I don't want to listen to 3 minutes of Superman for NES. Come on. Go to something else. Yeah, Necrodance. Ooh, 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 ooh. So for me, Escorian, I've been playing 2 games mainly. Baldur's Gate 3, which has been...
It's so good.
It's so good. And then I've also been playing Final Fantasy XIV the last couple days. I finally made it to one of the primal fights in Stormblood, and that was a lot of fun. The music was ridiculously good. The mechanics were pretty interesting. I still don't understand how any of the mechanics worked, and otherwise it was a lot of fun, and now I have the music stuck in my head forever.
That's a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. You just don't really know what's going on in the fights, but it's still a great time.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I think I'm actually near the end of Stormblood, which, per everybody I've talked to, I'm starting to get to the really exciting stuff. So I'm thrilled.
I would love to help you out if you need any help with anything on there.
Gotcha. I don't know. Maybe. Like, I like playing with people, but at the same time, I don't like stepping on people's toes if they're in game. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to talk to me. Maybe they're busy. I don't know. But then no, they're never busy. They're fine.
Free time.
Well, you know, let's stop talking about good games and talk about bad instead. I don't think I've played anything recently that has been particularly outstanding when it comes to the bad game world. I mean, besides what I've been given on Kusog7ande, and that's fine. Ooh, I hear music now. Very nice. Ooh, I hear louder music now. Very, very nice.
Unfortunately, the music stops once you get into the actual game. It's just for the main menu.
It's fine. That's video games for you. Flannel Cat, I think, keeps pausing the emulator, which is fine.
Yeah, but I've been looking for some real good games for the competitors.
Good. That's always exciting to hear. By the way, if I need to recapture or remove things during the match, that may happen. Just FYI, everybody. This is pretty crunchy, as Tristan says. Not as bad as, what was it, Gauntlet Dark Legacy on Game Boy Advance. My gosh, have you played that?
I believe I've played it, yeah.
It's so bad. The music is everything about it is so bad. Okay, it looks like they are on character select.
Yep. They should be sitting on Sever, so Mr. T's been...
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do the countdown. What would be good emotes for chat to spam?
This is a spy game.
Ooh,
so...
sneaky. So Metal Gear Solid, stealth, probably guns, James Bond, if y'all have James Bond as an emote. Spam away, because as soon as I see movement in our Oh my gosh. As soon as I see movement in the game, I will start a timer, which I did. And it looks like Mr. T is taking a little time to make sure that he knows what the campaign says here.
I do recommend that they read these because they actually tell you what to do in the mission.
No, oh my
And
gosh.
we might get a surprise from Kat if she, yep, she's doing what you shouldn't be doing.
Shooting the random people here.
Correct. These people, the ones on the ground are actually just random innocents. If you
Okay.
actually kill them, you'll get a mission death.
Okay. So is it a soft lock or is it just...
It'll start the mission. It's like you died.
Okay, it's probably better to kill one as soon as possible than just to know.
Yeah, and in the top left is the health bar. Oh, Kat has found the NPC she's supposed to talk to.
What? It's just some random person in the square? Okay.
Correct.
This looks like this is not the best game in the world. I gotta be honest, okay? I'm currently leaning in that direction. Could be wrong.
Ooh, Kat's about to die.
Yeah, just FYI, everybody, we are playing Sever. Oh my gosh, sorry, I keep seeing Ecks and Sever, but I almost put S onto X name, and that's not right. And I'm going to mess that up. I'm gonna say like sex and ever, and then people are gonna be like, "Bro, what are you doing? Why are you saying that?" Like, I'm sorry, it's my like.
Oh, and we got our first death.
I'm full of spoonerisms. There we go. We've got death. This is what happens, everybody.
Back to the start.
Yeah, as it turns out, do not kill random civilians and do not get shot. Those are two very helpful things that I would like you all to know.
Now, this NPC that Mr. Torture isn't finding is the one that actually gives you the key to escape this place.
Oh no, has Mr. T found like everybody except for the correct NPC?
I'm not sure if he's actually tried talking to them.
Okay, gotcha. Now, I have to ask you, we do generally give players information on...
Given the full control list, so they should be able to, they should know to interact.
Okay.
It could be a misunderstanding.
I mean, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh my gosh, this walking sound effect.
Nice aiming screen with you have in order to aim your gun you have to press select and you're completely still. You can't move at all while aiming.
You press select to start aiming. I mean,
yeah.
I'm thinking back to, what was it, GoldenEye on N64, and aiming on that was a little bit of a, you had to hold the right shoulder button. Or did you use the C buttons? I'm trying to remember. I think there were a couple different ways you could aim. The C buttons, like, allow you to still move around while aiming, but if you held R, you'd use the stick to aim. Oh no! Cat does not want to shoot the dog. It's a dog, Cat. Your natural enemy.
Come on, Cat. It's gonna bite you if you don't. I think she, oh, no, wait.
Justin is saying cat dog, but I don't believe in cat dog, okay? Cat dog's an abomination.
Oh no! Mr. Torture killed the NPCs.
Yeah, people are wondering how cat dog pooped, and we don't want to go into that ever. Maybe out the belly button.
In the video, they, or like in the theme song, it shows how they, when the dog ate, the cat threw it up.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Honestly, if you can process it instantly, it's probably a lot less gross. Okay, well, I guess we have our answer, and I didn't really want to know it. These are very much sound effects, let me tell you. There are so many sound effects. Let me turn this sound up so that y'all can enjoy them. Because that's all that we have to enjoy in this game. At least it looks better than Medal of Honor. Like, I can...
Cat actually found a cheat code. So in the mission, there's actually like cheat codes you can find. You don't activate, but obviously they're you type them in like a password, so they wouldn't be able to do that. But yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Kat's got her second key card, and now she's on an escort mission.
Okay, the best kind of mission. Absolutely great. Y'all, you can go ahead and just put music on in your head, you know. If we get really bored, we'll put music on over here, but I kind of am enjoying this serenity right now. This game is really calming despite all of the guns.
So all Cat has to do now is kill the guards in this room and go through that door there.
I enjoy Mr. Torture doing the aiming and shooting. That is kind of a nightmare.
It is. It very much is a nightmare.
Everything in this looks like a nightmare to control. Like, trying to even go on ladders, you have to line yourself up just right. Okay.
But,
Mr. T, can you kill him, please? There we go.
The gun that Mr. T has on now is incredibly good. It will one-shot most enemies, even without aiming it.
Good. Good. Yeah,
like,
you're, like, when you're playing a game like this, you probably want as much cheese as possible. So, here's the deal. I know nothing about this game. Ballistic, Ecks versus Sever, was this a movie tie-in, or what was this?
Yes, this is actually based on a movie.
Oh.
And the movie actually bombed as well, so I'm not quite sure why they made a game.
Mission complete!
Hey! Now Cat gets to go into a fun level.
Uh-oh.
This, you'll see what's fun about it right from the get-go, pretty much.
I'm looking at this. On Rotten Tomatoes, Ballistic has a 0% rating? What?
Actually...
Audience score is
Tristan,
20%.
Tristan looked this up. Let me double-check. It was a box office bomb, grossing $20 million with a budget of $70 million.
Okay. I mean, that's not the biggest bomb that I've heard, but yeah, that's pretty bad for Hollywood. Wow.
119 reviews, and oh, hey, Mr. T did figure out the key card.
Yes! Okay, that's definitely the most important thing to learn right now. That you can talk to people. I have nothing to say to you. I would have stabbed him immediately. Like, I feel bad, but like, people who give me guff in video games, yeah, they get guff back in the form of knife.
Some of these NPCs will actually threaten to call the guard on you for talking to them. And,
they'll call the guard because you talk to them?
Yeah.
They deserve to die.
Now Cat's in a very fun part. You get to deal with grenade spam.
Okay.
And she's I can't wait. She's gonna come across one of the best guns in the game.
Oh, it's so sad. Like, I'm just looking at the cast here. Antonio Banderas was the lead, Jeremiah Ecks, co-lead Lucy Liu. Like, they had a budget for this. What the heck?
Yeah, with such poor reviews, I mean, 112 with 0% rating, it's kind of amazing that they decided we should make a game and then decided we should make another game.
So wait. Is this this has better reviews than the movie?
Yeah. This actually is rated an 80 for some reason.
Yeah, I think, like, I'm seeing the highest score that it got from a place was 89%, lowest around 50%. But there were a lot in the 80s. Yeah. It depends on how you calculate the average. The average, probably around 80 to 81%. Just GamePro hated this game. They hated it so much. With that said,
Aiden, honestly, will say this. I'm very surprised at how well Kat's doing. She's taking it very slow, which is definitely the way you want to play it. Because if you're rushing through this, you're just going to have your health ate up. So it's really refreshing to see her doing so well in this. Even I did way worse.
Wow. Sorry, I'm just shocked because, like, not only did this movie bomb, but apparently it's, like, I've never heard of this, but it's widely considered one of the worst movies ever made. And by widely, I mean, like, in various movie compilations and such. Yeah, this falls into them. Chat, I've seen people in chat saying, like, it's the worst movie I ever managed to finish watching, and yeah.
Aw, Cat missed the gun.
Not the gun!
It's a very fun gun. It's a sniper rifle with I guess you can call it infrared vision. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see. With vision of sorts.
Yeah.
My gosh. So the overall story of this apparently is that Michael Gant, returning home from Berlin, is kidnapped. His security detail is basically wiped out by the attacker, ex-DIA agent Sever. FBI agent Jeremiah Ecks left the agency after his wife Rain was killed in a car bombing his old boss.
That sounded level 3.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Mr. T is a little bit behind, but I think that if he starts doing these levels a little bit faster, he may be able to catch up, especially if the difficulty goes up. But considering this is not a good game, I don't know how likely that is.
Yeah, Cat's going to be coming across harder levels, so we're going to be... As I said, I started them on the easier missions, so it's going to give Torture time to catch up. I believe there's only 4 for Sever, so once Cat gets onto X is where it gets more difficult. It becomes very maze-like.
Yeah.
And obviously I didn't want to start them on a maze, because I'm not that evil.
Okay, so I'm just looking a little bit at the story, and it seems like a very cliche, oh, these enemies now team up and actually, like, help overthrow the true evil. At least that's sort of the idea that I'm getting from reading here.
Kill the dogs! They're eating your ankles!
Yeah, look, your health's flashing at the top left. There's an exclamation point and everything. I mean, she's got enough shield that she's able to withstand the dogs for quite a while. Like, I'm not convinced they're actually hurting. Like, it says they're hurting, but I don't think they are.
Because she's moving faster than the dogs right now, but once she stops, they're all gonna bite her.
There's so much barking, my gosh. Can dogs climb ladders?
No, the dogs cannot.
Well, good. That's at least accurate. Cool.
Mr. Torture is about to complete the first level. He is catching up.
The person who directed this movie, by the way, the movie that this is based off of, also directed the movie for Tekken 2.
Oh, Mr. Torture! Oh, you gave me such a heart attack.
Oh, what happened? Did Mr. Torture almost die?
He's on the last pixel of hell.
Oh my gosh.
If he gets shot one more time, he's gonna have to start the mission over.
Yeah, I think Mr. Torture is looking for help, like, anywhere right now.
Luckily, all he has to do is guide the agent through these doors.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. Where's his agent?
Where's the agent?
He must have left them behind.
Agent, where are you? Where's the agent? Oh, no, Mr. Torture. Okay, Cat, meanwhile...
I think he's locked behind the door.
Yeah, just gotta find which door the agent was behind. Is it door number 3? Where are you, agent? Oh my gosh, this is so dumb.
The agent should be on that door on the right there.
So not this one?
This one he's in, yes.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere. It might be in this room, I believe. Unless he backtracked some and...
He might have.
Oh no.
Can you get out of the water?
Yeah, it's just interacting like a ladder.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, I saw the ladder symbol. That makes sense.
Oh no, Mr. Torture, you gotta get your agent.
Where's the agent?
Although Kat seems to have learned something I did not know.
What's that?
Apparently, you don't actually have to aim your guns. They go up and down on their own.
Okay.
Like in Doom.
Sort of like Doom rules, yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so right now, Mr. Torture might be soft-locked, but it's hard to know.
I do not think it's a soft lock. I think he just backtracked a little earlier.
Yeah, Mr. Torture just needs to... Yeah, maybe over here behind one of these doors. If you left your agent behind one of them, then you're gonna have to free him. Agents, unfortunately, do not understand how doors work. I mean, you do. That's because you're a special agent. Normal agents, though, they can shoot a gun, and that's about it.
He didn't, like, kill his agent, did he? Chat, did anyone happen to see? He's not really, the problem is, he's not really tracking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Toaster. Okay, he is restarting, though. Oh, there it is! The sniper!
Whoa!
I love how janky this sniper is in this.
Who's there? Who's there? Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, no, you're David. You're afraid of Cat now that she has a knife.
Who's there?
I am very shocked at how well Cat is.
Yeah, Cat is doing very well here. Like, Mr. T, unfortunately, has been, pretty walled because of some stupid progression stuff that honestly probably wasn't his fault. You know, this game is just not good. The Cat is blowing through this, and really, I do think that a lot of first-person shooters do have some design that goes into the flow of a level, and a lot of first-person shooters that fail actually break a lot of that flow. But this one seems to be doing okay when it comes to sort of the logic for where to go and what to do next. It's just that Mr. T, unfortunately, his agent disappeared and we don't know where he went. Probably went to go get a hamburger or something. I don't even know.
I'm so sorry. Okay, he did remember to talk to the civilian this time. Luckily, Mr. T knows the stage, and now that he knows what to do, though, he should be able to make it through fine. Oh no, Cat's shooting dogs. Oh god, I love how, the rockets look when they're flying at you.
Woof, woof.
Oh, Cat's HP is finally getting low. Rockets don't care about armor. Uh-oh, Cat!
Cat! Cat, shoot him! Shoot him! In the knees or something. I don't know. Oh, these rockets, they're very concerning because they look like they're very dangerous, but one just took down one chunk of armor and that's it. It seems like bullets might be a little bit scarier. I gotta be honest. Oh no! You died!
Oh. Let's see. I'm trying to see which other games these devs have worked on in. They're not... they don't seem to be standing out, let's just say that. A lot of them are licensed games. We've got some Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab. A lot of Powerpuff Girls, actually. A lot of Game Boy games too.
Yeah, I was gonna look at the developers, Crawfish Interactive. Oh my gosh, they made some Mary-Kate and Ashley games. Okay, you're speaking my language now. Driven, not Driver, on Game Boy Advance. Driven? My gosh.
Can't say I've heard of that one.
It has to be trying to get inspired by Sylvester Stallone's hit movie Driven. I'm not sure it was a hit movie, but okay. Okay, I'll take that.
Judging by what I'm seeing here, I can't imagine the game being a hit either, though.
Open the door! Shirt uncovered. Dang shirt.
Shirt uncovered? What?
I don't even know what a shirt is.
I gotta go look that game.
Okay. There we go. Mr. Torture now has the agent. Just lead him the correct direction. That is not the correct direction, or is it?
Yeah, he gives you a key card and you need to go back to the one room where you started.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But he left his agent behind again.
Yeah, he let the door close. Oh my gosh. But then again, clearing this room out of any enemies that could hurt the agent might be a good idea, but I would definitely backtrack and get your agent, like, now, because you've seen that he disappears. Oh my gosh, just don't kill any of the random, like, innocents, Mr. T.
Yeah, that would be bad. Please, no.
So, with that said, we know that Mr. T is still on level 1. What level is Flannel Cat on?
This is level 4.
Okay, so yeah, she's definitely making a really good push here. Mr. T is... Oh my gosh.
I was not expecting this. Wow, this good of a play.
This is... yeah, Flannel Cat's doing amazing, and Mr. T's doing about how... Probably more how we'd expect. Okay, you gotta open the door and free the agent. Come on, agent, are you coming? Agent?
He has to go in there to see the agent, and then the agent will follow him.
Oh my gosh.
Not again, Mr. T.
Mr. T! Mr. T!
I think that he thinks the agent is only supposed to give him the key. Because the agent drops the key on the ground when you talk to him. Oh no, don't restart it. No!
Okay, he's just looking at me, Agent Munson in the May Square. Rescue Agent Marin is
okay.
what it says. Okay.
Oh. Nope, that's not Agent Marin.
Yeah, I think Mr. T just wants to make sure that, like, he doesn't accidentally kill any of these random people in town. You gotta rescue Agent Marin. You can do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody watching this, by the way, Flannel Cat is one of the Kusog7ande GMs, which honestly, she has done a lot of great work finding bad video games for us, but she also has always been a strong player. She made it second place in Kusog7ande before. Not only that, but she... round 1 here went up against NPC, a former champion of Kusog7ande, and took him down. Although NPC is still in the tournament, she still took a victory during the first round there. There's the... No.
There we go.
Okay, I'll wait here. No. Lead the way. Okay, lead the way. There
we go.
You got...
Don't jump into the water because he doesn't go in the water.
Yeah, hydrophobic.
Okay, you got this, Mr. Tortured.
Here we go. Mission complete. Yes! Mr. Torture is not going to be happy about this at all.
That's why it's important to read your missions, though.
Yeah, but Mr. Torture did. We even saw Mr. Torture sit there for a long time looking at it.
I feel like I'm going to have some furious typing incoming, though.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching Discord right now to see.
But this is Ballistics, Ecks vs. Sever. I call it Ecks, but it's Ecks vs. Sever. Novasol. Because it's funnier thinking of a secret agent named Ecks. Oh wow, I'm not getting yelled at yet.
Well, look, I mean, Mr. T is like, okay, I'm on the next level, you know. I imagine he could take a little time to type, but might also want to just, like, try to make up as much time lost as possible, because that was a lot of time on the previous level. At the same time, Escorian, one thing to note is that if you are struggling, most of the time your opponent is struggling as well. In most cases, you know, I think that not stressing yourself out too much is the way to go. And like Mr. T would probably be approaching it correctly. It's just that Flannel Cat's really good.
Oh yeah, I'm amazed with Cat right now, and I know Cat's a strong competitor. But we may actually get to see X's side of the view, because I believe this is the last of Sever's missions. Oh no! So one thing Cat's made the mistake of is at the start of this mission they give you a sniper rifle, and Cat's been using it to take out the early guards. The best way to use that sniper is to take out this rocket launcher person because of its high damage. But look at how lovely that scope is on Mr. T's side.
How is this supposed to help? I mean, I guess you can see through walls, but can you shoot through walls?
You can actually, with the gun, zoom further than you can with like a normal.
Oh, so that might be helpful. Just stupid. Okay. You know what? Helpful but stupid. I'll take it.
I love, like, why did they feel the need to make it yellow of all things?
This is hideous. I'm just trying to imagine this on a small screen. I don't think this color pattern works for me. Like, if you're going to make it that stark, do it black and white. Come on. Like,
imagine playing this at night. You're a kid playing this at night. You're like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then you go into that gun.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, question, are you able to go around corners while you're zooming like this?
It's looking like it. I actually, for the most part, didn't use it because it's very clunky. I don't think it's ever actually required.
I think that you do go around corners in some regards. That is really cool.
So Mr. T's learns a huge advantage when he gets to Cat's level.
Yeah, but the big question
he'll
is,
be able to
will
take
he?
that rocket launcher out.
That will definitely be helpful. Big question is, can Mr. T make up this much time?
I believe he can.
Yeah.
If Cat is struggling with this stage.
This is the stupidest sniper mechanic I have ever seen in a game. Wow.
Stage 3 is actually sort of a 3D level because you can pretty much go straight and the level's over. So Mr. T is in very clear range to actually catch up. Oh, and Cat gets the rocket launcher, it looks like. I thought Mr. Torture was trying to do a no-scope there. Okay, Mr. T got the key card. His heal, armor. And because Mr. T actually sniped them all like he did, he's gonna have most of his armor now throughout the stage.
Yeah. Now, everybody, this game might not necessarily be your cup of tea, but that's all right. Kusog7ande is not about making you happy. It's about making me happy. And because of that, we have signups for Kusog8! ! Signups. Come join the Discord. enter in your information if you also want to race. You don't have to be super experienced in video games either. We have a lot of new streamers join. We try to be as newbie friendly as possible, while also pitting you up against pretty much everybody from the get-go. Honestly, most people think that they're going to lose a whole bunch the first time that they enter, and then some people are just like, why am I doing well? Why do I do well? How am I good at this tournament? What the crap? Iscorian, I feel like you might be in that boat as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely among the boat of, I don't feel like I should be doing as well as I do in Kuso.
Yeah.
And also, like, even if you don't do as well, like, I've made brackets twice now, and when I first started Kuso, I was knocked out my first match.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta have fun with it, and you'll do good.
Yeah, we honestly are here a lot to help build community and help people sort of, get in, find some new games, find new friends, play things that, share a terrible experience together. That's always helpful. And if you're interested in joining the community, we would love to have you. And if you're watching a VOD later, by the way, you can still enter the command ! signups in Twitch, even while we're offline. Nightbot is always listening, and he will
Mr.
hear
T.
you. That was pretty early on in Mission 3, so it's not a huge setback for Mr. T. But that said, did Flannel Cat just beat level 4?
Correct. So I was wrong. There are more than 4 stages for Sever.
This is hideous.
Yeah.
Still better than the movie, apparently, but hideous. Oh, Flannel Cat has learned to snipe.
Yeah, and it avoids a lot of the terrain that gets in your way. I wish I'd have used it now when I played. But, Mr. T, dogs ate your ankles. Gotta stab them dogs.
What?
I'm sort of glad that most enemies die to one stab or one bullet or something. Honestly, that's a little bit more realistic, like... Maybe not stab-wise. You might be able to stab people in the arm a few times and they'll still live, but, like, bullets are bad.
I like, though, the gun or the knife doing so much damage. The way I played it a lot is I ran up straight up to the enemies and stabbed them because it's such a useful weapon.
That seems so much more practical as well. Just, like... you don't have to worry too much about aiming because by the time you can stab them, they're pretty much your entire field of view. Oh my gosh, Flannel Cat got green gun.
That's the rocket launcher.
Beautiful. So, yeah, one thing that you mentioned before, I want to bring this up again to everybody. In Doom and a lot of other games in that era, the way that they were built wasn't necessarily just 3D. It was kind of faux 3D, a simulated 3D of sorts. And because of that, the shooting system usually worked. You didn't aim up or down. It only kept track of where your bullets were going horizontally towards something. Same with enemies shooting at you. Even if you're way high up above or way down below, it kept track of if the bullets were going in your direction. And if they collided with you, no matter how high or low they are by your vision, it hits you. You can actually play Doom and Doom 2 almost entirely in the map and still play it very successfully. I've done that. This game does something very similar where, like, essentially it doesn't matter aiming up or down. It only matters aiming left and right. And because of that, Flannel Cat is able to shoot enemies up above or down below without taking the time to look up or down. Although she is while using the sniper, which I think is fair. If you're already aiming, might as well actually aim.
Yeah, Cat honestly learned something I didn't know because I'm not too used to the boomer shooters. So I thought you had to aim, but apparently Cat has shown me that it's bow aiming.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have checked or even cared if I were playing this, but honestly, it does make a fairly big difference. The biggest difference, though, I would say, is that when you do melee, it also doesn't take into account how high or low enemies are. So if there's an enemy up on a ledge high above you, you could just whip your knife out and stab them from the ground.
Yeah.
And that would be very helpful, actually, since the knife is so freaking strong. And enemies might actually struggle to hit you, especially maybe those with rocket launchers. I'm not sure how the AI exactly works with this height detection.
The AI will shoot you as long as they can see you. So they have aim on you at all times.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like the rockets, you can dodge a little bit, but still, rockets are not precision weapons. You know, they're made to go boom. Yeah. Well, we've got just under 20 minutes left. We're getting somewhat close to the end here. Flannel Cat has the definitive lead, but again, we don't really know how many missions there are.
Mr. T is struggling on this one. We won't see a completion of the game because there's 2 different characters to go through. So.
Oh, yeah. And the other character is supposed to be harder, right?
Yeah.
Why? Like, may I ask what the difference is?
His missions are more maze-like, so you're going to get lost a lot. And even the first mission, you have to learn to dive into a pool of water, which I did make sure to tell the competitors to, well, as you can see, Mr. T is diving right now, that you could dive with. To dive, you actually have to hold both L and R down, and you can't change your weapon while you're swimming.
Gotcha.
It's fun.
Yeah, good. By the way, Twitch chat has had some really interesting information about like how aiming works in the Doom series, and apparently it's more complex than I made it out to be. So if y'all want, go read Wikipedia. Okay, what are you doing watching this stream, huh?
They want to see suffering.
Oh, yeah. Well, Wikipedia is great for knowledge, not as good for suffering, at least not as reliably.
I'm glad, though, that it's not really the first stage that's causing a lot of the problem.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Torture seems to be getting walled himself by some rocket launchers.
Honestly, yeah. The thing is, the sniper is really helpful when you have it, considering that you can sort of go around corners, but I don't think Mr. T has the sniper in this level.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And considering that is really what Mr. T has been using in order to survive, in order to kill enemies around walls, it's a huge disadvantage to not have it at this point. Dogs! Oh, they're dead.
I'm wondering if Cat's strategy of avoiding the dogs actually helped her get through the stage faster.
It's possible. Oh. Grenade, run away! Question. This is another thing that's very important in first-person shooters. Can you strafe?
Oh,
no.
I can't remember if it's L and R. I thought you could. Let me go double check the controls.
Oh, no.
Yes, L and R are your strafe.
Okay, good. I saw the L. Oh, yeah, R step to the right, L step to the left. That's good. Yeah, and we can see Flannel Cat using that. Mr. T hasn't really been using it. And I think that shows you a little bit of the separation of people's experience when it comes to first-person shooters. Strafing is not necessary per se, but it's extremely helpful. If you're playing an FPS and you're not strafing, you're making it harder for yourself. You need to learn how to strafe. Oh no, Mr. Torture died!
No, Mr. P! You gotta kill the enemies. They won't stop shooting you. And they have hit scan just like you.
Doggies! Go away, doggies! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
I think Cat's had her ankles nipped enough. Ooh, Cat really needs a help to pick up because one rocket and she's dead. Whoa, what is going on with Cat's screen?
I guess we're swimming?
That was supposed to be water, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a passageway down here. It didn't look like water, but that's the exit?
Yep.
Interesting. Kinda password is loudmouth. Okay. Hey, we have yet another weapon. We're not done yet, everybody. Cat using the grenade. Let's see if that does. Nope.
It might be 7 levels for Sever. I thought it might have been 4. I mistook. It could have been the other way around. But this is her missions are less enemy packed in rooms.
Yeah. Okay,
but,
I think
I believe she's stealing the information now.
Dogs!
Oh, dogs!
Dogs! Too many dogs! Get out! Get out! Get out! Gotta steal the documents. Gotta go get the floppy disks out of the warehouse and the mainframe. No, doggies! No!
Chad's surprised that there's more than one Ecks vs. Sever game, and I think we all have that opinion.
Yeah, honestly, we shared the box art with them, and it turned out to be the box art of the other Ecks vs. Sever game, because there is one.
And the names are pretty much the same.
Yeah, was it also by Crawfish Interactive?
I believe so, yeah.
My gosh, of course. They also made Ed, and Eddie Jawbreakers, which has really good music, I gotta be honest. Nicktoons Racing, which might be one of the better racing games on the Game Boy Advance, in my opinion. But yeah, they made Ecks vs. Sever 2001. And that one is also a first-person shooter. I don't think it looks better, but it might. I don't know. It might be on par. I don't like this.
The camera sound.
Oh my gosh. It's so Stop shooting. Come on, we need peace, okay? Oh my gosh. There might be people with headaches here.
I forgot how confusing this level is specifically.
The one that Mr. T is on?
No, the one that Cat is on.
Oh, okay.
Because everything is, well, you can see it's all, well, dirt looking.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Like, where are we? DC?
I think Cat just got the shotgun. Yep. You would not be able to tell that's a shotgun by looking at it either.
Yeah. Let's see, who did the audio design for this game so that I can yell at them? Because there's no music.
It's funny because they did music on the title screen.
Sound composition was by Rocket Music. What? You died.
No, cat!
It happens to the best of us. Honestly, at this point, like, I think it's going to be difficult for...
Yeah, I can't imagine Mr. Torture catching up in the time remaining.
Yeah, okay, this company did the audio for Gauntlet Dark Legacy on Game Boy Advance. Literally the worst audio I have ever heard on the GBA, and that's saying something, okay? Like, compared to Shrek Heart. Shrek Heart's freaking Beethoven. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings on Game Boy Advance. I know that music's not great. Yeah.
I will say I'm amazed with Cat. I thought Cat would do good. I didn't think Cat would do this amazing.
Welcome to Kusog7ande. Sometimes players just blow your expectations away. We have it all the time that, like, when our GMs test something out, we're like, okay, however well you did in like an hour or so, just expect that the players may do that in about half an hour or so. There's a very reasonable chance that they just do much better. Mr. Torture, though, getting through the swimming exit for that mission. Okay. Is Mr. Torture on to the first dirt level as well?
I think he's on one more level of the Middle Eastern style.
I believe this is level...
Yeah, this is the last level.
5. Yeah.
This is 4. He's got one more level left of this, which is the first dirt level.
Yeah. I'd say that at this point, Mr. Torture has actually been doing pretty well catching up. And that I think that the previous level, he got through it reasonably faster than Cat, and might be able to do that with this level. It's just that Cat had such a strong lead in the first half hour that like, even if Cat was going at the same pace, or, like, if Cat stopped completely right now, I don't think there's any chance, and Cat has been a fighter. Like,
yeah, I agree, unfortunately. But Mr. T is, like you said, is doing amazing and actually catching up. This is the level Flannel Cat struggled on, so if he could make it through, he'd get pretty close to where Cat is, but unfortunately, I can't see it changing.
Yeah, it's just too far of a lead. And, like, you know, I don't think this was a decision based off of the first 5 minutes. It was more based off of, like, the first 25 minutes of Mr. Torture just not being able to get the freed hostage to follow him to the exit.
Yeah, that's
and then
really
freeing him again and not letting him out of the room. Just like, door closes, dude, stop following you right now. Sorry, you're gonna have to go back and get him. And it's, yeah, I'd say that, like, the first mission in this stage has been Mr. T's struggle.
Oh no, Mr. T!
I'm gonna say don't use grenades in the air vents. Don't use people do not use grenades in the air vents. Chat is mentioning, I guess I didn't think about this. It just was like, of course there are grenades in the clay pots. Why wouldn't there be grenades in the clay pots, you know? Okay, Cat trying to use the grenades. Okay, Cat's, like, not taking any damage from them either. Maybe it got hit once.
What? Cat's using the EMP grenades, that's why.
Oh. You can stab this guy, okay? That guy looks like he belongs on MTV, though. Like, when you get up in his face, he's got the goatee and, like, a bandana. He'd be like,
makes me think of those motorcycle restoration shows. And,
we're gonna like take your cash and turn it into treasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there you go. I successfully recreated an MTV show in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and it was flawless. I thought there was an actual motorcycle here. Now, Mr. T's actually taken a lot less damage than Cat did on this stage.
Yeah, like Mr. T might actually beat this level on his first try, and if so, kudos. Not enough to win the match, but huge kudos.
This is actually his second attempt. His first attempt, he blew himself up.
Well, the second attempt, huge kudos, you know? Whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cat ends up picking this game up. Like, I actually enjoyed it.
Cat always says that. It frustrates me. I'm like, Cat, let me hurt you. And Cat's like, I like that game. Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, Cat, come on. You're like,
you're not allowed to.
It's like the scene in Little Shop of Horror with Bill Murray and Steve Martin. I'm talking about the Disney version. Steve Martin's being a dentist. Bill Murray's a patient. Steve Martin's just trying to torture him more, but Bill Murray's like, I'm a masochist. He's like, oh yeah, come on. It's one of the more perverted Disney scenes from that era, and I dig it. It's pretty good.
Okay, Mr. Torture actually has sniper ammo here.
Yeah.
So after he takes care of the dogs, he can actually just snipe the RPG.
That's so good. That's if Mr. Torture knows about the RPG, of course.
He's been shooting at Mr. T.
Okay, Mr. T knows. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, Disney's Little Shop of Horrors is fine. Oh my gosh, Cat is through the mission? What the heck? And another password?
Okay, so
there's another mission?
Okay, this is the final one for Sever. So Cat is actually doing way better than I was expecting. I put in, go to Ecks if you manage to beat Sever, but I'm glad I did. Don't shoot the scientist!
I'm just still can't get over the enemies in here. Like, hey, you tired of your love seat hurting your butt? You tired of your butt cheeks looking like potatoes? We're gonna refurbish your love seat.
Hey, I'm just glad that they look better than most shooters from this era.
Yeah, honestly, for Game Boy Advance, this could be much worse. And I would say that for fans of the movie, they would not be disappointed in the game. Mostly because there are no fans of the movie, but also because the game is objectively better than the movie, even though I haven't seen it. So I'm going to go ahead and say good job, developers, making a game based off of the, how the crap do you get a license for a movie, make a game, and the movie turns out to be butts, okay? Be the literal worst. Do you expect anybody to buy your game? What do you do? Do you sue, the movie producers and be like, we expected to get more money out of this, you know?
I'm curious, when did the movie come out?
It had to be 2001, I believe.
Because, did it come out before the movie? Did they make the movie based on the game?
Wait. Mid-90s? Let me see. Okay, Ballistic. Released September 20th, 2002.
So the original Ecks vs. Sever came... Okay, so maybe it was actually... The games came out first and they based the movie on the game.
This came out 4 days after the movie.
But there was this is the sequel. So the first one came out in 2001.
True. What the crap? Was there an original Ecks vs. Sever movie? Was Ballistic a sequel? What is going on in the Ballistics verse?
I'm not quite sure anymore. I thought the games were based on the movie, but Now, could it be that the movie was based on the game?
Oh no, the first movie was based off of an early script of the 2002 film. So the game that came out a year before the movie was based off of the movie, but an older version of the movie. What the crap? Okay. This is stupid.
Cat's on a level right now where you have to guide your smart missiles through a vent. And if you run out, you lose the mission. You have to start the mission over.
Well, that's not great. Everybody, I did it! It's the hour! We got the hour! Throw your hands up in the air! We are fantastic! Oh my gosh! Well, everybody, this is the actual game that was based off of the movie Ballistic, Ecks versus Sever. The earlier GBA game that came out a year before was not based off of the movie, but it kind of was because it was based off of the original version. I don't know. This game was butts. Flannel Cat wins. It's very obvious. It was actually a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and welcome them in if they want to chat. Hello, Flannel Cat.
Why, hello.
Hello.
What do we do?
Great. Let me see if we can get Mr. T in here. If Mr. T wants to talk. Mr. T. Mr. T.
Hello, Mr. T.
Well, hello, Mr. T.
Hey there, Mr. T.
Well, hello.
Hey. Well, I think that we can pretty clearly say that this was not the best game in the world, although I think that... Let's see if Flannel Cat says what Escorian was predicting. Flannel Cat, what did you think of the game?
I loved it. It's fantastic.
Okay, that's what we were expecting. Yeah, that Flannel Cat would come in here being like, oh, I like this game. I'm going to play it some more, blah, blah, blah.
It was really playable. It was fun. I was a big fan. Like, it functioned. All the buttons did things. That knife was so good.
Mr. T, how long were you on level 1?
I think it was roughly 20 minutes in the level 1. Mostly because I think there were some... I think it was rough to understand. First, that the agent wasn't following you.
Yeah!
And then you had to go back and pick it up. And then on my second playthrough of the level, I understood that. This should be in the room again. And then there's an input that says, okay, I'll stay here. No, you were not supposed to stay there. You were supposed to come with me.
There's I didn't even realize you had to do anything with that guy. I just kind of talked to him and ran away.
Yeah,
you talked to him again, and he reactivated and came with me. So I'm like, oh, no!
Yeah, what happened there, Mr. T, was you shut the door in his face. So he ended up...
I'm not sure if I shut the door in his face. I was walking... I shot the guy on my left, and I didn't look back. I think, okay, he's following me.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware that the door would shut itself on my back.
Either way, I'd say that after level 1, you were actually making a lot of quick progress. It wasn't enough to catch up with Flannel Cat. Flannel Cat, like, blew through level 1 super quick, and Mr. T, I was just sitting there, I'm like, oh no, it's like Bengara again. It's the...
I had that thought in my mind.
I hate that boss fight. I guess boss fight with like Jeffrey Rocket Launcher or whatever.
Jeffrey Rocket Launcher.
My favorite part about this game is like you're just kind of aiming at like maybe 4 pixels sometimes.
Yeah.
I really like the sniper though. Like the sniper gun is so good.
After the knife, I think the sniper is the best weapon. It's like the way you can cheese that out with the zoom.
Yeah, like Flower Cat, Mr. T was shooting people around corners with the zoom. Like, it's that good.
It's pretty cool. So how far did you make it, Mr. T?
I was on level 4.
Yeah.
I got to the 2 switches, and I got to face the rocket launcher man in the arena with all the dogs coming after me. I didn't know how to go through that.
Yeah, you were doing pretty good. We thought Mr. T knows the sniper strats. He might just get it because Flannel Cat died to that boss several times.
Yeah, I ended up through level 2.
Cat ended up getting the sniper actually later than you normally do, so you picked up on the tips of it reaching around the corner.
Yeah. I actually think that if both of you finished level 1 at the same time, Mr. T, you may have won because you just started finishing the rest of the levels super fast. It's just Flannel Cat had such a huge advantage at the beginning that it was an uphill battle. I think that you still did really well, though, in the back half.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third level with the aqueduct section wasn't clear enough.
Yeah.
But I did have to get the people off my ass because they were like, they threw all dogs and the missile launchers. And then I sneaked up on a window and I started shooting them all. And then I got to deal with the rest of everything. And well,
Mr. T, I have to ask if you use the knife at all.
Yeah, I did use.
Oh
knife.
yeah!
Oh my god, it's so
especially in
strong.
close quarters. Close quarters are amazing. So one hit kill.
Yeah, the knife was pretty good. And honestly, just looking at this game, I would say that it has problems. But at the same time, compared to other first-person shooters I've seen on the Game Boy Advance, this honestly is kind of fun. Like, it's got level design. Sort of. Yeah.
Although, you know, the cave area where there were just pits of dogs and just basically you couldn't tell where you were going at any time. Maybe not my favorite. But the pits of dogs were very good.
I do need to let you two know, I was nice and gave you the easier of the two characters. The harder one, there's a lot more enemies and there's a lot more rapid fire.
Yeah.
Oh, and do you like mazes?
Honestly, based off of all of the information that I have about this game, it makes sense why it failed. But this might be one of the company's better games. For reals, this seems like if I'm going to recommend a first-person shooter that's not Doom on the Game Boy Advance, it might be this.
Or Serious Sam.
Okay, I've never played that. That might be better. I don't know.
Serious Sam is just a good game in general, but
Yeah, this is like
GBA.
This is like some of the stuff is stupid, but once you figure out the stupid stuff, it's kind of fun what you can exploit in the game, and I like that about this game.
Yeah, I had a great time with those.
I felt like it was competent enough. It was okay. Once I got the handles of everything and the interactions and everything else, once I passed the first stage, I was pretty okay with it.
So apparently Hedge Maze in chat is excited because there is a Hedge Maze in the game. However, that's probably with the other characters, so we didn't get to see it. Maybe one day we'll have to have the Hedge Maze come back to Kusog7ande as a treat.
There's always the possibility of it coming back.
Yeah, you
There's
never
always the
know.
possibility of a gauntlet.
Right, gauntlets. Well, everybody, again, if you would like to sign up for Kusog7ande 8, we have applications open through the rest of August, although I'll probably extend until the GM bracket is over. Still, go fill it out now. Join the Discord. We want/need people over there so that we can keep doing this. Please come and join. I think right now we've got about 135 people signed up, and that's really good. But if we hit over 200, that's going to be absolutely amazing, and Corndan will probably yell at me for something.
Look forward to Kusog7ande 8, where this time it's only great games.
It's only good games. Nah.
Not even good, just great.
No, just great games. Only the best. You're going to play like all the Mario, Sonic games.
Just because
Olympics.
they're great doesn't mean that they're good. Great and good do not match.
It's true. Well,
It's true,
tomorrow...
this was a great game.
I don't know about great. I wouldn't even say good.
I'm considering going
flawed
back and
but
playing
fun. I think
I knew you'd say that.
flawed but fun.
The cat just said she might go back and play some more.
Yeah, Escorian was predicting this. Not even kidding. Not
I
even
have
kidding.
my passports in hand, so I might go as well.
Well,
I closed the password sheet I had. I also found a bunch of cheats, which were fun, but I didn't use them.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I imagine the cheats are you password input, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably. Well, everybody, we do have a stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Again, another Kusog7ande match, and then don't make us bored. We've got a few shenanigans afoot, and then later on we have some other streams going on. And now that I've actually got my medication again, I will actually have a brain to do stuff. So I hope to do some stuff on my own twitch.tv/Brosentia channel. What did I just say?
That's the channel, Brosentia channel.
You
Yeah.
have a channel?
Flannel Cat, what are you playing these days? I do have a channel. Flannel Cat, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to play the video games that come my way and have a good time with my life. But also, I'll be, the Big Bad Gameathon schedule came out. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I'm in it.
And, you're in it. You're playing Alien 2, the second one. And I'm going to be starting up my BBG preview streams, not this Friday, but next Friday, where I've got a wheel of about 20 BBG accepted games. I'm gonna spin that wheel, and I'll spend a little bit of time playing it, and we're gonna do that every Friday up until the marathon starts.
I'd like to do something like that too. I might have to see about that. Yeah, with that said, the schedule is hopping. It's gonna be a great time. Other marathons, of course, are open to submissions. I know GDQ Ecks just opened, and I'm probably going to try to submit to that. And if so, I might go to Vegas. Yeah. What about you, Mr. T? What are you doing stream-wise these days?
Just gone back to a few games I had around, and I also started playing back the new DLC for I Meet Evil, the Black Labyrinth. So much fun!
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh,
I still haven't gotten very far into that, but yeah, I need to beat the base game and then maybe get into that. Medieval is really good. Yeah. What about you, Ascorian? What are you playing?
I'm gonna be getting back into Dead by Daylight after my stream has been on a short break for a bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm gonna be doing Baldur's Gate 3 and Dead by Daylight. So if y'all like Baldur's Gate 3 and Chaos, because, well, I'm very chaotic in that game.
I love it. I might have to do, I want to beat it one time on my own, and then if I want to get back into it, I will do it on stream. I feel like I'd have to, and I'd probably let Twitch chat decide everything, because it has an option. It's got Twitch integration.
I will join your party for that.
I would too.
Oh my gosh, we could just have a giant Baldur's Gate party. Fine, I guess I'll have to go and beat it. Okay. Yeah, I know. Beating a video game, who does that these days?
So if you want to see either Baldur's Gate or Nicolas Cage, go to Ascorian stream, apparently.
Ah, yes, Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
And if you want to see Nicolas Cage make out with a character from Baldur's Gate, Twitch is not the place for that. There are other websites. Let's go ahead and raid PJ. It is not on Twitch.
It might be on Twitch.
Do we have a good raid message? Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Oh, I want to just bark at PJ.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I've got other things to take care of tonight. See y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. for Kusog7ande / Don't Make Us Bored. Take care, Flannel Cat.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya, Mr. T. Bye, Scorian.
Goodbye.